Hello guys, how are you all doing? Welcome to my channel. My name is Dionison and you guys are Dionisinners. As always, how are you all doing? So today, obviously made two videos because I upload two videos when I make videos. The day I make videos, I make two videos, and there is good news, guys. Uh, my two today's videos are one, the review of the Inside Out 2 film that I have already made. Now I'm making my another video, which is not going to be a video. Be happy, guys, because after a long time, today is a podcast day. Today we're gonna do another podcast. I don't know what the length of the podcast would be, but I have written some topics I want to talk about in this podcast. So yeah, let's talk. First, we have that I want to talk about is after Terence Crawford became 41 and 0, undisputed welterweight world champion, uh, defeating a fighter recently. Uh, I believe at the night of 3rd August. A lot of people were saying that Terence Crawford should fight Canelo Alvarez. And Canelo Alvarez meat riders was saying, oh no, Terence Crawford would get absolutely destroyed by Canelo because Canelo is this, Canelo is that, Canelo is da da da. Canelo is a big tough boy. And I'm like, these kids are so delusional. It's honestly so sad. It's so sad to see how delusional these kids can be. If you really believe that Canelo can defeat Terence Crawford, you're out of your fucking mind. You are legit out of your fucking mind. There's no way Canelo Alvarez beats Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford can eat 10 Canelos at the same night. Terence Crawford is so much better than Canelo, and you know what? This fight needs to happen because, like, Canelo's fanboy thinks like he's some invincible beast. Canelo's fanboy thinks like he is untouchable. He's the beast of the East. He's Canelo Alvarez or some shit like that. But he's just a good boxer, and he can't beat Terence Crawford. There's no way. There's absolutely no way Canelo Alvarez can beat Terence Crawford. No shot. There's no shot. So yeah, I think this fight should happen. Uh, because I do believe Terence Crawford can absolutely annihilate Canelo in the few first rounds, and Canelo is already defeated badly. Uh, Dimitri Vivol dominated Canelo. Floyd Mayweather Jr. dominated Canelo. It's not like Canelo is some invincible, like undefeated person. Canelo is defeated, and when Canelo loses, everybody has some excuses. Uh, First, when Floyd Mayweather beated Canelo, everybody was like, "Oh, but Canelo was so young, Canelo wasn't ready." Motherfucker, have better excuses. Canelo was 23 years old. That is a boxing prime age and a physical prime age. 23 years old. And talking about lack of experience, Canelo was the same guy when he fought Floyd Mayweather Jr. He was 42 and 0, multiple division world champion. So you can be saying some stupid excuses like that. Like just because he got fucking embarrassed by Floyd Mayweather, that doesn't mean you're gonna make up these excuses. That's embarrassing as a fandom to do that. And same like when Dimitri Vivol destroyed Canelo, everybody was like, "Oh, but Dimitri Vivol was heavier. Dimitri Vivol is Canelo didn't fought in his real weight." And some weird excuses like shut the fuck up, just own that your king fucking got his ass beat and move on. And if Canelo wants to get beat for the third time, then Terence Crawford can definitely do that. Yeah, if Canelo wants to get beat for the third time, Terence Crawford can do that. So yeah, Crawford would absolutely annihilate Canelo. Anybody who knows anything about boxing knows that Canelo Alvarez doesn't stand a chance against Terence Crawford. It's so dumb. So anyways, yeah. So yeah, next topic we have is what is my favorite games of every console? What is my favorite video games of every console? I was thinking about this topic today, and yeah, today I'm gonna say what's my favorite games of every console or handheld held console. First of all, my favorite game of Game Boy is obviously the Fire Red, Pokemon Fire Red, and my favorite game of the DS is the new Super Mario World, the new Super Mario World game, which I'm currently playing. I played a lot today. So yeah, I was tired playing that game. I played that game a lot today. Yeah, that's definitely my favorite DS game. Then what is my favorite N64 game? My favorite N64 game is Mario Kart. It's just the most iconic Mario Kart ever. Uh, what is my favorite Nintendo Switch game? I can't say much because I haven't played a lot of Nintendo Switch game. I only have played three Nintendo Switch game. One I played is Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Another I played is Mario 3D World, Bowser's Fury, and another game I played is Pokemon Arceus. Out of all, also my favorite Nintendo Switch game is so far Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Great game, by the way. It's just a Fire Red with good 3D graphics, and I'm down to play it again. It's a great game. So yeah, and my favorite game of PS2 is GTA San Andreas. My favorite game of PSP is Battlefield Protector of Earth, and my favorite game of PS3 is GTA 5. My favorite game of PS4 is Days Gone. My favorite game of PS5 is Spider-Man 2. Yeah, that's about it. Then we have our topic social media's effect on the world. Yeah, today we're gonna talk about the social media's effect on the world. Like social media has changed everything. Like in this social media digital world, people are consuming content more than ever. It's just content over content. You can watch boxing, you can watch movies, you can watch TV series, you can watch different kind of YouTube videos, you can watch comedy videos, you can watch so many videos, and it's just a mess. There's so much content. You can watch shorts, you can watch reels, you can watch TikTok. It's actually destroying our brain, and we are not realizing that the overstimulation this social media apps are giving ourselves. It's very concerning that people are getting into it, and people are not seeing the problem with it, because it's just making you waste your life and waste your time, and make you like not actually achieve anything in your life, and make you kind of make your attention span low, and everything is kind of push over for you. And yeah, I mean, social media has done some good things for our world, but social media has also done some bad things about to our world, and you gotta admit it, because it's not a one-way street; it's a two-way street. A lot of people don't want to admit that some things are two-way street. They just think it's a one-way street. There's one people they say it's completely bad, and another group of people say it's completely good. Uh, People can't meet in the middle and just admit that it's a two-way street. It's also good and it's also bad. And yeah, I mean, people are so insecure that they can't admit it. Honestly, it's honestly so dumb. But yeah, I mean, social media has done good for us, bad for us, but I would say social media has definitely done more bad. I mean, social media also has made a lot of people's careers, so I can totally say it's bad, because it did made a lot of people's career. So maybe it's not bad, maybe it's good. I'm not sure, but it is what it is. Yeah, then we have my YouTube journey so far. So yeah, if you know me and if you're watching me since the beginning of this channel, uh, it officially has been 2 years since July that I've started this channel, and it's fucking crazy that we came so far. I have made over 500 videos on this channel in the span of 2 years. It's honestly crazy how far we have come, and it's great to be alive and making podcasts. I love to talk to you guys. This is just BS. We just talk to you guys, and I'm very glad that you guys are still with me with this journey. And yeah, it's sometimes like it doesn't really process to your brain when you heard the number like over 500 videos. You're like, okay, it's just over 500 videos, but in reality it's fucking 500 over videos. It's fucking nuts. It's crazy, honestly. Like we have came far, and I'm very blessed to be a YouTuber. I love being a YouTuber. It's so creative. Every day wake up thinking that I'm gonna make a new project, and it's much more creative than making a movie or making an animation, because you gotta do it very frequently, because in a movie or in a television, I'm not trying to ragdoll them, but it's just a one topic and they work on it. I guess they do work a lot hard. I can say they don't work hard, but yeah, YouTubing. I love to be a YouTuber. I'm very happy. I'm very happy to be alive. I'm very happy in general. I'm very happy that you guys are still with me throughout my journey, and I can't have better fan base than y'all. Y'all been supporting since the day one. All the OG fans, very thankful to you because you've been since the day one. Uh, it's very wholesome, and it's very emotional for me to see the video number gets more than 500. It took a lot of work, man. It took a lot of sleepless nights to make these videos. So yeah, it is amazing, honestly. It's a lot of work, and to see like, oh, how far I've come with my mental illness and shit like that, it's honestly very fun to be alive. Yeah, thanks for watching. Then we have our another topic that little bros can be better than older bros. I'm tired of this stigma that only older bros are the shit. Little bros are always the little bros. Little bros are the weaker. Because I only see this shit in online. People say, "Oh, you are a little brother." Like like today in this generation, being a little brother, being a younger brother, it's an insult. Like, oh, you are a little brother. You're shadow of your brother. Like, what's wrong with being a little brother? I'm done with this bullying of little brothers. We little brothers, I'm a little brother. We little brothers should have the same rights and same respect of an older brother, because we are human too, and just because they're older than us, that doesn't make them better than us. And yeah, it's just bullshit, honestly. And yeah, like it's so sad to see like in this generation little brothers, it's something bad. It's so stupid. Oh yeah, and I haven't talked about the Mr. B scandal so far. Well, I have talked about this Chris Eva Tyson controversies. If you don't know Eva Tyson, I think it's her new name, so we would call her by that. So if you don't know Eva Tyson, the crew of Mr. Beast, and also very close friends of Mr. Beast, is recently caught being sexting to a minor, and it's very large allegation, and it's not a good look on Mr. Beast's behalf, and everything was going horrible for Mr. Beast from then, like, uh, like Mr. Beast's close friends is a fucking pedophile. That's not great, right? So yeah, it's crazy, and the new story that have came that someone said like they worked for Mr. Beast and he is a sociopath, and explain how Mr. Beast manipulates his audience, and Mr. Beast most of the videos are staged, and it's not even real, it's just CGI, and it's exposed him for like being fake. And yeah, it's like the whole world shook because Mr. Beast in 2024 is one of the most liked people in the world. Like, who nobody is more famous than Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast has hundreds of millions of followers, the literally biggest YouTuber this platform has ever witnessed, and that person is getting exposed and getting caught red-handed, and it's honestly sad. I find it very sad because I'm supporting Mr. Beast since a long time, and we are at this timeline where like Mr. Beast is getting caught, and it's just sad. I thought he's a good guy, but it seems like he's fake, and it's not a good look for Mr. Beast's career. It's not a good look. Everything would go. I mean, I was about to say everything would go downfall from this point, but I don't know how true is that, because it's at the end of the day it's fucking Mr. Beast. Like, is Mr. Beast is gonna go away? I don't think so. Mr. Beast is here till he stays alive, and he's not going anywhere unless he's dead. He is so famous that nobody can say anything about him and make him removed from this platform. Without Mr. Beast, this YouTube space would be a lot more empty, because the views that he brings for YouTube, it's fucking nuts, and I think YouTube does need Mr. Beast, and without Mr. Beast, I think it's a tough place for YouTube, and I don't think YouTube wanna lose Mr. Beast, because Mr. Beast is one of the biggest creators of their platform. So it's going to be a interesting thing if they lose Mr. Beast, because they would lose their biggest YouTuber on this platform. So it's going to be a crazy situation that we are not going to be ready for, if for example Mr. Beast gets banned for this allegation, or he gets copyright strikes. It's going to be a very ugly situation. Well, let's talk about that thing. So recently, if you know, a huge like destruction experiment YouTuber Whistling Diesel. If you're familiar with YouTube, and if you watch a lot of YouTubers, you'll probably know who is Whistling Diesel. He's basically a massive YouTuber, makes very interesting videos. So he's very, if you don't know something about him, that he's also very close with Jake Paul. He has the boxer Jake Paul, and as you all know, people hate Jake Paul. So recently, he teamed up with Jake Paul for a video idea with Mike Malak. So they all filmed the same video, and Whistling Diesel one was in Jake Paul's video, and Jake Paul was in Whistling Diesel's video. And as we all know, Whistling Diesel has a big fan base who also probably doesn't like Jake Paul as the rest, and they were hating Whistling Diesel for taking Jake Paul in his video. And what do I think about? What's my thoughts on this? Honestly, it's sad. It's honestly very sad how society downplays some people. And what the fuck did Jake Paul do wrong to deserve this treatment? Like, if you don't fuck with Jake Paul, it's fucking cool, but don't tell other people that to not fuck with certain people. It's their life and it's their opinion if they want to fuck with a person or they don't like that person. It's up to them, and you cannot tell that person to fuck with that person or not. It's absolutely not acceptable, and it's just sad. Like, Jake Paul did nothing wrong. Yes, he's probably fighting Mike Tyson, and people love Mike Tyson, and if Jake Paul knocks Mike Tyson out, and people is gonna hate him even more. And I get it, Jake Paul's fighting old, not in prime Mike Tyson, and that's why everybody is hating him. But you can't tell anybody to be friends with anybody or not. You are not their parent, and you cannot control their life. It just doesn't work in that way. It's honestly very pathetic that like these keyboard warriors are now like attacking Whistling Diesel. Attack Jake Paul. Like, if you hate Jake Paul, attack Jake Paul. But what did this guy Whistling Diesel do wrong? The thing he only did is like he's friends with Jake, so that's why he invited Jake to make a video, and Jake also probably wanted to be in his video because he's a huge star. As I said, like you this is not your decision, guys. You cannot control the man's life. That's an adult man. Man can hang out with anybody he likes, whoever he likes, and this is not your business to say, oh, like, yo, don't hang out with him, he's a prick. Like, it's not your business. If you don't fuck with Jake Paul, yeah, don't watch Jake Paul's video, or don't even watch that video that Jake Paul is in. But you cannot tell a man who he should hang out with or not. Like, it's just stupid. So I honestly think it's sad and stupid and very ignorant that people think that he would fucking uh, cancel his relationship with his friend because his fans hates his friend. His friend is more close than his fucking fans. Although he probably says, "Oh, you are my fan, you are my love, and nobody is close to me than you." But at the end of the day, his friends are first, then his fans. And same with me, my family and friends who I know and I love comes first, and my fans comes in the second. Because I don't particularly know my fans, and I don't have that kind of relationship, personal to personal life with my fans, but I do with my family and friends, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's just a stupid situation that is honestly crazy. So yeah, guys, now we have our last topic of this podcast episode. I hope you like this episode. So this is gonna be a last topic, and our last topic is the current state of impulsive podcast. If you don't know, I'm a big fan of impulsive podcast. I'm a big fan of Logan Paul, Mike Malek. I'm a big fan of them, and love impulsive, and I think impulsive is my favorite podcast. And I believe impulsive have lose their prime, because impulsive prime was 2020. I believe there was some great podcast episodes released in 2020, but now impulsive kind of lose their prime, don't you think so? I don't know, but yeah, I mean, recently Impulsive has bringing new guests that nobody really gives a shit about, and then finally they bring a guest yesterday that people gives a shit about, which is Undertaker, and that's cool. And I do believe if Impulsive wants to be at their prime again, they needs to uh, invite some of the OG guests that they need to save their podcast. Don't invite like Dax Flamer, or don't invite like this people who nobody cares about, Kevin Durant, ignorant piece of shit. So yeah, I think if Impulsive wants to get back to their prime, then they obviously needs to invite the best guests that they could ever invite to their podcast, not just some piece of shit like Kevin Durant. Like, first of all, this guy is a nobody. Nobody really knows who is Kevin Durant. In his little mind of Kevin Durant, he thinks, "Oh, I'm a basketball player. Everybody knows me. And I'm the shit." But no, people only care about Steph Curry, Shaq O'Neal, Michael Jordan, and LeBron James. Nobody gives a fuck about you, Kevin Durant. Even Nate Robinson, the guy that got slapped up by Jake Paul, is more valid than you in basketball than you. So it's just a stupid guy. And the way he was like mistreating Speed, like kind of insulting ISO Speed, and kind of little broing Speed, it's so pathetic. Like, Speed is more famous than Kevin would ever be. The whole world knows ISO Speed, but nobody knows this little bitch ass Kevin Durant. So yeah, he's a bitch. Kevin Durant can suck my nuts. Kevin Durant is a fucking bitch ass dude. The guy's shady as fuck. Anyways, Impulsive needs to bring some of the good guests they can, and it would be a great podcast again. So yeah, I was just watching the what the fuck, SpongeBob's new film, Sandy Cheeks. That sounds sus as fuck. But the most fun thing about this is I was watching that movie, but I stopped, and I'm thinking that I'm gonna finish that movie and make a review about it. So yeah, growing up, I wasn't like a big fan of SpongeBob. Like, I grew up in the SpongeBob era, but it would happen in at night at Nick, and I was like, I wasn't buying SpongeBob. I wasn't just a big fan of SpongeBob. I thought SpongeBob was kind of silly and probably like outdated humor, and because when SpongeBob was in their prime, I think SpongeBob, there was much better cartoons than SpongeBob. There was Phineas and Ferb. There was I believe Tom and Jerry was way better. I believe there was Adventure Time, there was Simpsons, there was South Park. So at the SpongeBob timeline, there was already some of the greatest animation franchises of all time. So I kind of watched that franchises and not SpongeBob, because I thought SpongeBob was kind of silly growing up. So yeah, it didn't really vibe with me. So don't also crucify for me for saying I didn't vibe with SpongeBob. Like, it's my opinion, I can have it. I guess it's 2024. Nobody can have their opinion. So stupid. But yeah, guys, should I end this episode of podcast, or have some? I can say something to. Now let's end it. So thanks for watching this podcast. I hope you like this podcast. If you like this podcast, then like, share podcast, and subscribe, and press the bell icon to see more podcasts like this. And if you want more podcasts, then comment on below. I love podcasts, want more. So yeah, I'm fucked. As always, thanks for watching this podcast. Stay healthy, stay juicy, stay happy, and peace. Bye bye.